All right, welcome back, guys. Now that we've worked on our project, we have some movements, we have some costume changes, so for some things for you to add into your project. Now we're going to talk about background changes and things happening at the same time. Okay, so what I want to do now is I have my character moving, he says hello. When you press the down arrow, he changes to the breakdancer. Okay, now I want to add in a background. So what I want to do is I can reset my script and start the project over by clicking the green flag, and I can just click the stop sign to reset it. Okay, and then I can click on my stage. Now my stage has a completely different set of scripts, so it'll look like everything deleted, but it did not. That's the script for your character. The scripts for the stage, what you want to do is you want to go to Control to start and put in a green flag as well. Now this is known as parallelism. So if your character does something when the green flag is clicked, you can also have your stage do something at the same time. Okay. Now for backgrounds, say I want to import new backgrounds. I click on the backgrounds button, and I can either paint or import ones. And once again, I'm not a great artist, so I'm going to show you guys how to import one. So maybe I want to start him on the boardwalk. Okay. I can get rid of this blank one here. All right. And now in my scripts, I want to say when the green flag is clicked, I want it to switch to background boardwalk. That way we know it's going to start on the boardwalk. Now, since my character is changing when I press the down arrow, maybe I could change my background to change with the down arrow as well. So I click this button again, change it to down arrow, put it in my project, and then I would import a different background. So maybe I can have my character do some breakdancing in this background. Okay, so I go back into the scripts for my stage, and now I'm going to say when the down arrow is pressed, it's going to change to that background. So let's try our project from the beginning again. And it doesn't matter what script you're clicked on, they're all going to run at the same time. So when I click my green flag, it's going to change to this character. He's going to say, "What's up, everybody?" He's going to glide again. It's going to ask the audience to press the down arrow for him. So when I press the down arrow, I should have a background change and a character change. Okay? Now, if you want your character to move again, remember, you could just go back into motion and put in a go to. And in this case, I'm moving him back to the beginning. I could also put in a glide. So in this case, I want him to glide back down. And now with the breakdancer, since there's a couple other costumes that go along with him, maybe I could import some of them to get him to dance a little bit. So let's see if I take this next one here and maybe import this one as well. I can have my character change between those three pretty quickly. So I can go back into my looks and I can say switch to costume breakdancer 3, and then I could say weights are in here. Maybe weight, we'll say 1/2 of a second to speed it up a little bit. And I could switch to the other breakdancer costume. So let's actually go breakdancer 2, 3. So let's see what that looks like. So now, click the green flag, start the project from the beginning. You press the down arrow, and now I have my breakdancer going. Now, if you want to copy a script, you could always click this button, and maybe I want this to copy and repeat. I could do it that way, or I can put a control repeat around it. So maybe I want my character to dance for a little bit when the down arrow is pressed. So now when I press the down arrow, he does his little dance all the way around. Okay? Now, if I want to add in another wait time, which I probably should have down at the bottom here, as you can see, you can add it in as it's going, and now my character will do all 3 different break dances there. Now, that's just for movement. Now, remember, your project has to tell you something about yourself. So as you go through, maybe you want to add in some information. So I'm going to stop my project, and I want to add in some information. Now, this isn't exactly about me, but say you were a breakdancer, you could say, "I like to break dance." And then now it tells me about myself, and it's interactive, and it gets the audience involved, okay? Now at the bottom, you once again, you want to tell the person to do something else. So maybe say, press the space bar for more info. And then you would have to go back to control and add in the space bar and tell it to do something else. So in this case, you need for this project, according to your rubric, which is right here on the Programming with Scratch page, the scoring guide is right there. And when you open it up, you will notice that you need to have a couple of things for this project. You will need to have, let it open up for a second here. You will need to have user interactivity, meaning when you press a button, so for instance the up arrow or the down arrow, something happens. At least one costume change, meaning when my character changed from the original yellow character to the breakdancer, that's worth 5 points. A background change is worth 5 points. And then the All About Me theme is worth 5 points. Now, I need to know at least 3 things about you for this project to earn all 5 points, okay? So at least tell me 3 things about yourself. In this case, I only showed one thing. I want you guys to elaborate on it a little bit, okay? When you're finished, just save it in your folder, and we will turn them into My Big Campus when I return. So just make sure when you get it saved, click on your ID number, 8th grade B and C computers, and save it in there, okay? And that is how you change your backgrounds and get your characters to move around, okay?